Good morning guys, welcome to another video. Welcome to my October schedule for, well, October 2017 of course. So obviously throughout September we've had quite a few trips. I'm on one today. I am on the 540 off of Plymouth, heading to Exeter St David's. Going to change that for a South Western Railway service taking me to Salisbury and then onwards to Romsey and then to St Denis. So quite a busy day, and then onwards to Southampton Airport Parkway and Mitchell Diva later. So Mitchell Deva, I think it's pronounced Diva. I feel like Marylebone, whatever. It's a bit like that. Anyway, so in this video I'm just going to be talking about what's coming up in October. So we've got quite a few sort of journeys coming up in October, which I'm really looking forward to. Two really big ones, one mildly and then one quite small. So the small one goes first, there's a big one second, the mild one is third, and then the really big one is fourth. So let's talk about what we've got. So first trip is going to be on October 7th. And that is to Keynsham, Bristol Temple Meads and Filton Abbey Wood. 3 stations I haven't been to in quite some time. Filton Abbey Wood I meant to do back in July. That didn't go so well because of the cancellation problem at Pilning. So at the end of the day that one was only Pilning and Bristol Parkway. So Temple Meads will get done this time around with Filton and Keynsham. Keynsham I need to do again. Filton I need to do again. Temple Meads I obviously need to do again. So perfect time to do them is October 7th, so that's when I'll be doing them. I'm very much looking forward to going to them. Bristol Temple Meads especially, since it's so big and since it's got so much to it. So, you know, it's always enjoyable to visit that station. Filton's nice, it's quaint-ish. Keynsham's very good for speed as well, so it's quite a lot sort of coming up in that month. No, in that trip, sorry. Very tired, so I'm getting my words wrong. So that's October 7th, I'm really looking forward to that one. So that's at those 3 stations you'll be seeing services from Great Western Railway, Cross Country and South Western Railway. All 3 of them at Bristol Temple Meads. Great Western Railway and Cross Country only at Filton Abbey Wood, and Great Western Railway and South Western Railway, hopefully a calling service at South Western Railway at Keynsham. So I'm looking forward to all 3 of them. So uploading dates for them. So Keynsham will be up first, and that one will be up on October 9th, followed by October 10th with Bristol Temple Meads, and October 11th with Filton Abbey Wood. So yeah, but yeah, it's pretty much that. But yeah, look out for those 3. They'll all have 5 PM upload times, so just look out for them. Trip 2 is the video diary trip. I haven't come up with a name for it just yet, but if you do see a name in the description then do check that out. But no name as of yet, still got to think about it. But it is to London Euston, South Kenton and Watford Junction. That's on the 14th of October. Euston I haven't been to in a while. It's a station that isn't the best of London terminals, I'll give you that, but it's enjoyable. It's got some good traction variety when it comes to 4 different types. You've got Pendolinos, you've got Super Voyagers, you've got 378s and you've got 350s. Possibly a 319, but I very much doubt it. So those 4 will be the ones that definitely appear at Euston. At Euston as well, obviously it's a London terminal, so it's Network Rail managed. So obviously I might have to go into the reception to get a badge or a sign-in thing that they do at Network Rail stations, and obviously they get permission and stuff. So Euston isn't exactly 100% on the cards. It is 100% on the cards I'm going there, but it's not 100% of the cards I'm going to be filming there, depending on how permission goes. But that goes with what's saying with London terminals, that's important. So yeah, that's London Euston. The second station after that is South Kenton. Now South Kenton I've been to before. It's a London Underground station, it's fantastic. It's got a sort of a little disadvantage to it with the barricade in the way on the southbound to Euston end of the platform. But you will see extra London Underground Bakerloo line stock there. So that's an added bonus, as well as Overground, which call there, and Virgin trains on Midland, and also in that one you'll see Southern, so you'll see 377s with the pantographs out as well. So mostly all of them use third rail, but obviously there's some that on that line to Milton Keynes they use pantographs because it's overhead wiring. But yeah, you see 7 services to Milton Keynes Central and East Croydon, so should be an added bonus there, as well as the Pendolinos and Super Voyagers and 350s that pass through, and hopefully some freight too, because South Kensington's no stranger for freight, which I'm looking forward to as well. But yeah, South Kensington is the second station. The third and final station is Watford Junction, terminal point for the Watford DC line for London Overground. I would say London Underground, but actually Watford Tube Station is somewhere else in Watford. I don't think it's that far away actually. But you will get some calling Pendolinos, I hope. Usually the Birmingham ones call there, I believe. 350s to Crewe pass through to the Birmingham New Street 350s call there. So you guys should, and Southern of course call there as well. So, and also the Tring services and the Milton Keynes services call there as well. Possibly the Northampton ones, I'm not too sure on that one. Northampton ones do, I know that, but I don't know about the other two. But yeah, you'll see London Midland, you'll see Virgin trains and London Overground, London Underground and freights all throughout those 3 stations. Watford Junction will also see the it's an Albans Abbey branch line, so you should see a 319 there, which will be good as well. So that's October 14th. So we move on to October 21st. October 21st is Farnborough, Main and Weybridge, so those 2 stations are basically South Western Railway dominated. Farnborough Main is one of those stations that looks really good. It's got calling services and it's also got a good mix of passing. So you've got pool services that call there, you've got Portsmouth Harbour services that call there, and also the Basingstoke services call there. I was going to say the Woking ones, but that's actually further down. You can see them at, I'm thinking of West Byfleet, I don't know why. But Farnborough Main also has like Dawlish Warren and like Totnes and like Lichfield, Rugeley, Tamworth, has middle tracks, sort of main, down main, up main tracks that the trains pass along there instead of actually on the slow lines. But I don't know if freight goes through the slow lines like they do at Tamworth, but I don't really know about that. But all I do know is that from the station I'm passing, I'm really passing Dawlish, that's alright. I've got to get off at St David's, but we're still a while away, about 10 minutes away still. Anyway, so along the lines of that, Farnborough Main, we'll see that. Weybridge is the same, and Weybridge gets the, oh hello, I think it's the Hazelmeres or the Alton services. There is one service that calls there. Oh, it might be the Basingstoke actually, but ignore me, I'm going mad. Anyway, Weybridge will get filmed as well. I believe it's the Alton services actually. Or it might be the Hazelmere, I don't know. But I don't think it's the Hazelmere, but I think it might be the Alton services. But I don't actually know. Don't think it's them either actually. I don't think it's any, I think I'm just going mad. Ignore me, don't correct me because I don't know and I probably am wrong anyway. So I'm not going to guess. But all I do know is at Weybridge it's basically the same. From looking at it, it's a bit more quaint than Farnborough Main, but it looks really nice anyway, so I'm really looking forward to both of them. So rolling stock, you'll see at both of them, you'll see 444s, you'll see 450s, you'll see 159s, potential 158, but again, it's a doubt. So you'll see those 3 usually, freight possibly as well, but 444s, 450s, 159s are the 3 main ones you're going to have to be looking out for in terms of passenger traction at both of them. So, that's October 21st. The final trip is October 28th. And that is, as I say, my very, very big trip to Spalding and Lincoln Central. Now that's a really big trip for me. This is a 0650 on Bristol Temple Meads job, so I've got to get the coach up to Bristol again and catch the train from there to sort of make up time because I'm going through Nottingham to get there. So, anyway, when I go there, Virgin Trains East Coast, oh sorry, ignore me, East Coast mainline diverts are happening, so it's not just VTEC. But at Spalding, I know it's just at the start of the junction off from Peterborough, I believe. Lincoln's a bit more further along. At Lincoln again, it is up main, down main tracks, and also, yeah. So anyway, services you'll see at, let's say Lincoln first, is East Midlands Trains and Northern, which will call there, and Virgin Trains East Coast, Grand Central, and First Hull Trains, which will pass through, plus potentially as well any freight that might go through as well. Virgin Trains East Coast will be limited timetable, so mainly priority services will be running, so that's Aberdeen, Inverness, Edinburgh and Leeds. I believe they're the 4 main ones that will be running for them, and very limited Grand Central and First Hull train services will be running. So you'll mostly see diverted Virgin Trains East Coast, but you will see diverted Grand Central and First Hull trains as well throughout the day. They, as you might think, they are very few and far between. Spalding is the same. I don't think Northern call there, but I know East Midlands Trains do. Originally it was going to be Sleaford, but then we realised that Virgin Trains actually take the Avoid line, or East Coast Main take the Avoid line away from Sleaford, so we've basically called that one off and replaced it with Spalding. So yeah, Spalding and Lincoln Central. So traction you're going to have to look out for at Spalding and Lincoln Central. You'll have to look out for East Midlands Trains 153s, potentially 156s and potentially 158s, because on those services it could be anything. But I know the services run from Peterborough, Doncaster and Leicester, so I know the Leicester one could easily be a 158 or a 156, and it probably is one of them too actually, because it's usually a 2-car. I think it's a booked 2-car on that one. And then Peterborough and Doncaster is usually a 153 on it, so, but it could be something else, you never know. Northern services from Scunthorpe, they terminate there, which will be good. Unfortunately that means Pacers, so do look out for them. Potentially a 156 or a 158 as well, but I think it's probably going to be a Pacer on that one. Good job I'm avoiding it, because I'm getting East Midlands Trains there, so well, I'm getting to Lincoln anyway, so I'm getting a Leicester service, I believe. A Leicester Lincoln even. I hope it's a 158, please be 889. Anyway, enough of that. The fact is that that's happening on October 28th with East Coast Mainline Diverts. Continuing on, sorry, with the traction, Virgin Trains East Coast, you'll see HSTs. It will mainly be HSTs because most of the line is non-electrified, so that means Intercity 225 sets can't run unless they're on a drag with a 67 or something, or with a locomotive of any sort. But I think it would typically be a 67 or a 68, but I think it would be a 67 if it were on drag. But it will be Virgin Trains East Coast HSTs, and then Grand Central of course will be HSTs and 180s, along with Holland Trains, which will just be 180s. So yeah, that's 13 minutes of your time wasted listening to my schedule. Also, a couple of announcements. I just want to post a little bit of an apology, because this video is up well, this video is going to be up actually after my latest 3 trains out from St Denis, Southampton Airport and Mitchell Dealer go out, so this will be up on the Thursday. So what I want to say first of all is a massive apology, because I know recently some of my videos have had a lot of interruptions, let's say. I just like to say it like that because I'm trying to put it bluntly, because to put it lightly, in other words, because it's kind of true. A lot of people, and I have spoken to people who have done it, and I'm kind of guilty of it myself, of talking over videos. So I'm not going to say who's who. You might know who anyway if you watch and listen closely, but I've spoken to the people and we've agreed that that's not going to happen again. And what's going to happen now is, when I film, I'm going to be sort of a separate space away from everyone else, so that I can sort of find that element of, find that level, that line between spending the day with friends and filming. So obviously I want to make a good video for you guys. You know, you guys enjoy what I do, so obviously I like to make sure that you guys can still enjoy it and make a good experience for you guys. So I want to try and make that better by just not ignoring everyone, but sort of standing away at times of filming, so that I can sort of be in my own element and sort of be like what I am when I'm on my own. And that way, at least then a decent video can get filmed, and you'll hear the trains better, and you won't hear someone talking over the video that's not me. And you won't hear me talking over the video either, because I won't be saying anything until the train's gone through. And a second announcement, I hope you guys have liked my new series called This Week. It came out on Sunday. It's a new series that's going to be launching every Sunday now, and it's basically going to be talking about the upload schedule every week, so then you guys know what to expect, so you're just not sitting there thinking, what's he going to upload, what's he going to put out. You guys will know 100% now what's going to be uploaded, and if anything is to change, there'll be a new thing on my about section which has upload dates on it, and the upload time is obviously 5 o'clock every day. So yeah, but that's everything from me. I want to say thank you for watching, and I shall see you all very soon. So if you have liked this video, the schedule video, please do like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions regarding if you want to join, regarding if I'm going anywhere else, or regarding timings or anything, if you want to know timings or anything, I highly advise you contact me on social media, so that's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, then I can tell you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye guys.